Hey, what's up guys? This is Falkowa and I'm bringing you another video on Skidrow. This time I'm using the MP5K with Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. And I talked about, recently prestiging, and I'm trying to use a variety of guns, and I like Skidrow with submachine guns, and I've already done a mini Uzi and Vector video on it, so I'm trying to promote the uses of submachine guns on certain maps, and really recommend submachine usage on a map like Skidrow. And it really just fits my style of play, which is running and gunning on this map, because the mobility with a submachine gun is very key whenever you're excuse me, running around and just hip firing. And I found out that for the stats on the gun or whatever, that this gun actually has a very high damage rate. Yeah, the recoil is really bad on it, but it seems to be able to take down enemies pretty fast. And this is pretty much my new favorite spot on this map, is right here behind this dumpster, because when people come around this corner, they're not really looking there. And even if that guy creeped around there trying to pick me off, and I used the garbage can cover, so he has to aim high on me, because even though you could probably shoot through that garbage can, your first instinct or reaction would be to try and aim up to the upper torso or head area. And I just find this to be a large traffic area where a lot of guys are going to be zipping around this corner, and I'm able to pick them off because they don't really expect it. And I'm just really sick. Sorry, but I wanted to post up this video because what I find successful in this game is using a strategy that, in my opinion, most people don't use, which is submachine gun usage, because I see a lot of people running around with assault rifles all the time, and to be able to switch it up with a submachine gun and have success, I think that's very key, because a lot of people aren't going to suspect a person running around and causing havoc with a submachine gun. And it's just really fun to play with, because you catch people off guard a lot. And with me running around, you'll catch people with their back turned, and you'll just able to spray them down. You can get 2 or 3 kills very easily. And I just find it a good idea to hip fire from close to medium range, and then aim down the sight when possible, because it's going to give you better aim, but it slows you down when moving. So if you want to be able to run around enemies and catch them off guard, use your hip fire. But if you want to get a good precision kill, like whenever I'm chilling behind these garbage cans or something, I'll usually aim down the sight, because it's kind of like a medium to longer range, so it's good to be able to take down the enemy a little bit faster. And whenever you're using the MP5K on a medium range and aiming down the sight, the recoil actually helps, because it pushes the gun upwards, which you want to aim high onto the torso to the head area, because you will be able to take down the enemy a lot faster, because your damage amount is higher the higher you go up on a person. So I'd really recommend trying to start at the waist or mid body area, and then use the recoil advantage to push the gun upwards to the upper torso to head area. Here I just pre-fire a little bit around this corner, because I know guys camp around here, so I was able to pick off a few guys. And once you kill 2 or 3 guys down in the basement area, then you want to kind of retreat out, because they know you're there. And when they're spawning at A, they're going to be running through that area a lot. So if you kill 2 guys or 3 guys, those guys are going to be respawning around you and know that you're there. So that gives you a better opportunity of dying, because you're going to have 2 or 3 guys shooting at that same exact spot. So once you kill a number of guys in one place, you want to move out of that place and try and find other people in other areas. What I like to try and do is travel this back area to C, because it's like an alley, and if there's guys camping through those windows in that building behind me, you'll catch them off guard, because they're looking out the windows and not looking at where you're coming from. I can't believe they spawned me like in this B area. I guess that's whenever you just have a B flag, it's really dangerous because you're going to be spawning in really high traffic areas and have a good chance of dying. So I think I try to capture C as much as possible. You do not want to have the A and B flag or just the A flag on this map, because it's really hard to advance throughout the map into traffic areas. If you can capture C and B, then that's a big advantage, because people are going to be spawning at A, and it's just very far for them to run to get to a place. And once you have B and C, you can pretty much hold that down, because the people spawning at A, it takes them a good run or so to get to B or around to C. I pretty much am using this new route to get to this part of the map instead of going all the way around through those buildings, because I think it's just a quicker way. And as you can see, I'm just catching these guys off guard by getting this area really quick and just spraying them down as they come around the corner. I've noticed a lot of guys taking those routes a lot more on this map, and that's just the part of the game you have to adjust to. People playing the game a little bit longer since it's been out, and trying new routes all the time and trying new strategies, so you have to always be adjusting your style of play if you want to succeed in maps, because the more people play, the better they're going to get. So you always just want to try new routes every time and see what works. Sometimes it will work depending on who you're playing, and other times it won't. It's just every game's different, and I think the good players are the ones that can adapt to every game and have experience in trying new routes, because if you just use the same route every time, then you're going to find out that it's not going to work every time, and soon it's not going to be working at all. So you just want to keep your gameplay very diverse. And I kept my AC 130. I've had it for like a while, this map, but I wanted to wait for them to call up air support so I can shoot it down, because on Skid Row you're really not going to get many kills with people on this. So I figured I'd wait to see if they'd throw up a Harrier or a Pavlo, and I kind of failed because they had a Harrier up and I just didn't see it. I was just more worried about getting kills, and so that strategy didn't really work this time. But I'm probably going to keep with it, because I started using Predator. I save my first Predator that I get. Even if I die, I just save it and try and work up to a Harrier, and if I die, then I just keep it saved and see if I can work up to another Predator to start up my second kill streak. But I like having a Predator whenever I don't have a bazooka or something as my secondary, because a Predator can take down Harriers and a Pavlo with just one strike. And I think a Pavlo, you get 400 points, and a Harrier you get like 200. So there's like 400 points is getting like 8 kills, and 200 points is getting like a multi-kill. So yeah, you don't get the kills on your scoreboard, but you get the points, and that's what I'm more worried about right now, is just points so that I can level up, because I hate this symbol on this prestige. But it just could be a tip that you use. If you get a Predator and die, it's not going to count towards your kill streaks anymore, so you might as well just save it and try and help out your team by taking down some air support. And I decided to talk about my gameplay a little bit more, because I've posted a few a few videos of the same map, and I just want to show you that switching up your routes and changing up your gameplay a little bit on the same map can lead to success. I've used a variety of different strategies on the same map and have been successful with each one, almost being able to get a lot of kills. Yeah, I die 18 times, but I get around 58 or so kills, and that's what I'm going for, is just the kills, not really the kill death. But yeah, I just really find it fun to use submachine guns over the assault rifles, because mobility, and there's not really much far range shooting on this map except for this hallway, which I try to advance really fast, because I know I'm not going to be able to just sit down the hallway and camp at those people with the stairs. But if you like the video, try out the strategies, try out the submachine guns. I've had some very good success with the Mini Uzi Vector and now the MP5K, and so all the people that are bad-mouthing this gun, I'm trying to just represent it and have you guys use it, get some points with it, and level up with the challenges. So please rate and subscribe and comment if you want. Thanks.